Imagine walking into a normal-looking room, desk, chair, window, nothing seems off. You take a breath, but the air feels heavy, thick. Suddenly your head feels fuzzy, maybe a bit dizzy. Everything looks the same, but your body is warning you something's wrong. This is what happens when there's too much carbon dioxide, CO₂, in the air. CO₂ is invisible, odorless and tasteless. In small amounts it's harmless, but when it builds up, it becomes a silent danger. Your body's first alarm, that fuzzy feeling in your head. You might try to shake it off, but the feeling intensifies. Your heart beats faster, a headache forms, yet your senses say everything's fine. No smoke, no smell, just your body on high alert. CO₂ poisoning is sneaky. It doesn't announce itself, it quietly changes the air you depend on. The ordinary room now feels like a trap. Your breathing becomes deeper and faster as your body tries to get more oxygen and expel CO₂. This is your body's defense system in action. Even in familiar places, invisible forces can threaten us. Understanding what's happening inside your body is the first step to recognizing the danger. It all starts with the air we breathe and the delicate balance our bodies must maintain. CO₂ can turn a safe space into a hidden hazard. Recognizing these early signs can make all the difference. Let's see how your body tries to keep this balance. The air you breathe is mostly nitrogen, with about 21% oxygen and a tiny fraction of CO₂. Your lungs take in oxygen, your body uses it for energy, and you exhale CO₂. A part of your brain constantly monitors CO₂ in your blood, adjusting your breathing automatically. When you exercise, your body produces more CO₂, so you breathe faster to get rid of it. This system keeps your body's chemistry stable. If CO₂ builds up, your blood becomes more acidic, disrupting vital processes. Even a small shift in CO₂ can cause problems. Normally, CO₂ leaves your body easily because the air has very little of it. But if the air is already full of CO₂, it's like trying to empty a cup into a full bucket. CO₂ can't escape, so it builds up in your blood. That's when trouble starts. Your body's balancing act is suddenly overwhelmed. Let's see what happens as CO₂ levels rise. When CO₂ in the air rises to 1 to 3%, your body's alarms quietly go off. You start breathing deeper and faster, trying to flush out the excess CO₂. You might feel drowsy, get a headache, or have trouble concentrating. Your brain, sensitive to these changes, struggles to function. It feels like you can't get a satisfying breath. Your body is working overtime. Even simple tasks become harder. These mild symptoms are your body's warning. The air quality is bad. Poorly ventilated rooms can easily reach these levels, affecting health and productivity. Good ventilation is crucial to keep your body in balance. If CO₂ climbs to 5 to 10%, the danger is immediate. Breathing becomes rapid and desperate. You feel like you're suffocating. Headaches intensify, your heart pounds, and confusion sets in. Your vision blurs, panic rises, and you can't think clearly. Muscles may twitch, and you could collapse. At these levels, your body's systems start to fail. Without fresh air, you risk losing consciousness. The brain shuts down, and survival depends on immediate intervention. This is how a simple, invisible gas can overwhelm even the healthiest body. Recognizing these signs can save lives, but where do these dangers lurk? Dangerous CO₂ levels usually build up in enclosed spaces. Breweries, wineries, and fermentation tanks produce lots of CO₂ that can settle in low areas. Silos and grain bins in agriculture are also risky. Decomposing matter releases CO₂. Miners and well diggers can encounter natural underground pockets of the gas. Even dry ice, used in freezers or for special effects, can fill a room with CO₂ if ventilation is poor. CO₂ is colorless and odorless. There's no warning until symptoms hit. That's why gas detectors and safety protocols are essential in these environments. Our bodies can't sense CO₂ directly. The first sign is often a headache or dizziness. By then, it may be hard to escape. Awareness and prevention are key. After mild CO₂ exposure, fresh air helps your body recover quickly. Headaches and dizziness fade as your blood chemistry returns to normal. For severe exposure, move the person to fresh air immediately and call for emergency help. If they're not breathing, start CPR if trained. Medical professionals may give pure oxygen to speed recovery. Even if someone seems fine, a doctor should check for hidden damage. The risk depends on how long and how much CO₂ you were exposed to. Understanding CO₂'s dangers and acting fast can save lives.